Hi, my name is Ethan Bemis, and in this presentation, I will be laying out the top 3 best contracting companies to build an indoor track and field facility. Now, this I decided was best to go along with my other presentation about the top facilities in America, and this will also be addressed in my SWOT analysis as well. But in the following slides, I'll list the 3 big businesses that can make my venture a reality. So the first of the 3 is Bainon. What Bainon is a strictly track and field business that they're dedicated to making the fastest facilities, the highest quality facilities in the country, and that's exactly what they do. So here's some features that set them apart from other. So they do site acquisition, development, construction management, and property management, and they do that all for you. So you go to them, you get your idea. In my case, I talk to them about my venture, what I want my indoor facility to look like, kind of set it up with them, and they'll go over site selection with me, engineering, zoning, city and county ordinances, financing, the building design, green strategies, which is what we want to do with the 100% sustainable facility. They'll review it, they'll estimate it, they'll schedule it, they'll construct it, and they'll make sure they bring in the right workers for the job. And lastly, they have the market expertise and the strategic planning to build the relationships and manage the costs. So hands down, the best company you could choose to work with if you're trying to build an indoor track facility or an outdoor facility, which schools and companies do as well. That doesn't necessarily apply in my case, but I mean, there's no better company to go with. Some of this stuff is just there's no way to be able to do this all on your own. So having a company that can come and do this and lay out the services that you need just makes the process so much smoother and ensures the highest quality in their products. So next, we have JDL Castle Corporation. Now, this may sound familiar because JDL Fast Track is one of the tracks I have listed on my rankings that are in the other video. And you're right, this is the company that did that. So, again, they have site acquisition, they have development, construction management, property management. Now, this slide may look similar to the other from Bainon, but it's not the same. Listed are completely different services, and obviously these services are the same on both slides. But the reason I have the same services is because even though Bainon is the top of the top, can't get any better. JDL does all these things as well, but they've only done it for one track in the United States. So the use of this company does not really serve me as well because it's not a company that normally does track and field facilities. Now, that being said, they have everything you could possibly need to establish one. It's just that they're not as willing to take on the projects because of the time and costs. So for that reason, I would choose to go with Bainon. And then lastly, we're going to get into a company that doesn't necessarily do everything you need for a facility, but it was the only option to put for the top 3. Last but not least, we have Abacus, which is not somebody you would want to go with to build your indoor facility. You may want to go with them through or for your indoor surface, but the building and construction and planning and marketing and everything else, they don't do. So the features that they have incredible rubber surfaces. They're LEED certified, which is exactly what we want in our indoor facility that have been these have been used in world championships and Olympic track facilities. but they don't do buildings. So if we were to go with Abacus to make this venture a reality, the indoor facility would have to be built, and then Abacus would have to come in, and the work would have to be contracted to two different companies, which isn't as simple. Now, depending on how much money and a reputation that the venture builds, this could be an option because the surfaces are so nice. But again, it's not Bainon. Bainon is just top of the line. If you can go with Bainon, you go with Bainon. But Abacus uses it's basically a supplementary service. So that being said, these are by far the only three companies a good indoor track facility should consider off the bat, because Bainon pretty much handles every track and field facility in the country. JDL has built one of the most successful track and field facilities on the East Coast, and Abacus has the most well-renowned rubber surfaces in the world. So if you're going to do it right. And the only way to do it right is to create an indoor facility using a combination of any of these three companies. Thank you.